Hello friends, welcome back to our channel, and today I'm going to show you another exciting session, and that is prepayment. Today we can discuss what is prepayment and how we can create a prepayment invoice and how we can apply the prepayment to a standard invoice and the related accounting flow in Oracle Fusion. So let us start. So guys, what is prepayment? That is supplier prepayment when we are going to give some advance for any future transactions with the supplier. Uh, we can give some advance to the supplier, and later when the supplier we create any transactions or we create any business, supplier will send the standard invoice, original invoice, and against that original invoice we can apply the advance. Okay. So in Oracle, this supplier advance is categorized as a type of invoice, that is prepayment invoice. And now we can see how we can create a prepayment invoice and what are the steps and how we can apply this to a standard invoice. So let me go to Payable Invoice, and from the task panel I will navigate to create invoice. Okay. My business unit is US1 business unit. ABC application. Okay. PP2, prepayment to invoice number. Here you have to select the invoice type as prepayment. Suppose we have paid 2000 advance to the supplier, and whenever we are creating a prepayment, we have to pay immediately to the supplier. So the payment term should be immediate for a prepayment invoice. Go to line, and here give the line information. You can see here the prepayment accounting combination is defaulted here, right? So that is coming from your payable system option. Okay. And the description is supplier advance. So now we can calculate the tax because we need to check the tax components for this prepayment. Usually the prepayment invoice has not any tax components, basically in most of the cases, because we are giving some advances, and to record this advance we are creating a prepayment invoice. There should not be any tax, but in this region configuration it is already there, so it is considering the tax. So I'm changing the header amount here. Save. Okay. So we have created the prepayment. So now the status is never validated, right? Let me show you. When you are creating a prepayment, so after creation, the prepayment status is never validated or need revalidation. So once you validate the invoice or validate the prepayment, the status will be again changed to unpaid, right? It will not be, the status will not be validated. Okay, unlike standard invoice, when we validate the standard invoice, the status will be validated. But here we have to pay the prepayment invoice. That's why the status should be unpaid, and system will make it unpaid status. Okay. So once the invoice is validated, the status will be changed to unpaid. So what is the next step? We have to make the payment for the prepayment invoice. So after payment, the status will be available, right? So just go to invoice action and pay in full. Because we are paying the supplier, so here the payment is mandatory. And once we make the payment, then only it will be available for application. Standard check and payment document. You have to select all the bank detail here: bank account, payment process profile, payment document, and submit. Right. So now we have created the payment, and now you can see the status is changed to available. Right. So once the prepayment will be applied to any standard invoice, then the status will be again changed to fully applied. That will see. Now we can see the accounting here. So let me show you. Once you create the prepayment, the accounting will be prepayment account debited to liability account, right? Because it's an advance prepayment is nothing a assets. We are paying to the customers, and that's why it will be debited, and usually the liability account will be credited. So we'll see the accounting post to ledger, view accounting. You can see the prepayment accounting is debited. So all other accounts, they are all withholding tax and recoverable, non-recoverable. Just you can focus on this prepayment expenses and liability account that is credited, right? And we have made the payment for the prepayment. So what will be the accounting entry here? Okay, we have made the payment, and here the cash account will be again credited, and the liability account will be debited, because cash is going out. If you go to payment tab here for this invoice, the payment number is 3697. Save and close. Go to payment dashboard, right? You can go from Springboard and go to payment dashboard and manage payments. Payment number is 3697. So we have made the payment, and for this payment number, we create accounting. Post to ledger, view accounting. So here this payment accounting liability, because it's 1962, because the withholding tax has been already been deducted from this. That's why getting this number after withholding tax. So this cash or cash clearing account will be credited and liability account will be debited. So this will be the entry, right? Now go to invoice workbench again and create one standard invoice. Navigate to create invoice. And the same supplier you have to create, right? For the same supplier, the business unit is 1, US 1 business unit. Supplier is ABC Consulting. Invoice number is invoice 3. So let us put the amount as 3000. So for the supplier, already we have advance payment available, right? Give the line detail. So either you can take distribution sales as the accounting combination, which are predefined as per your requirement you can create, or you can give your accounting combination here. So I will give one expenses. I'll give one expenditure account. Okay. So I am selecting here the office rent. Description, standard, standard invoice. So now just calculate the tax. See, it's need revalidation because the tax amount has been calculated, and we have to change the invoice header amount 3270. Now we can validate the invoice. So once you validate, you can see here the invoice has the same supplier invoice date, amount, currency as invoice 2. Verified is not duplicate. So this is kind of system alert. It's trying to inform you that there are similar kind of invoices already available, and if it is a duplicate, you can stop here. If it is not, you can continue, right? So now you can see, now you can validate the invoice. So invoice is validated. Once you validate the invoice for the standard invoice, what will be the entry? Item expenses account to liability account. Item expenses account will be debited and liability account will be credited. Goes to ledger and view the accounting. Now you can see 3000 item expenses debited and liability is credited. the related all these accounting withholding tax and recoverable, non-recoverable tax. Okay, you can focus on this amount and you can see that what is the accounting created. Now you can see here there is a bill button here, supplier number. So above the supplier number you can see that icon. What is this? This is telling that available prepayment, right? So prepayment is available for this supplier. Now we can apply the prepayment. Now the invoice is validated now. So once you apply the prepayment, again we have to revalidate the invoice. So go to invoice action and apply or unapply prepayment. Supplier advance, apply. Just select the prepayment and click on apply. Again it will be moved to applied section. So now the status changed to need revalidation, right? Validate the invoice. Now if you review the payment status, the partially accounted and the payment has been made for this amount after application of prepayment. Why it is partially accounted? Because after we applied the prepayment to invoice, again we have to create the accounting and post to ledger. Okay, so I have created the accounting and let us view the accounting. So now this will be adjustment accounting for prepayment, right? The item expenses account will be debited 3000, but liability will be reduced because already there is an advance which we have adjusted. Now just net amount of 1000 we have to make payment in cash. So 3000 is debited item expenses, and prepayment expenses you can see here it is credited. Okay, so the rest amount actually we have to make payment. That we'll see. Now go to invoice action again and pay in full. Bank of America payment process profile is standard check. Payment document is check stub and submit. 3698 is the payment number. Right? Now just click on save and close. We'll go and review the payment accounting. Go to payment dashboard. Manage payment. Payment number is 3698. and let's go to action and create accounting, post to ledger, view accounting. So we have created the payment and the amount is 736 after deduction of withholding tax, right? So whatever percentage withholding tax we have calculated and the rest amount from 1000 we are paying the rest amount to the supplier, and here the complete liability account is debited and the cash clearing account is credited for the rest amount. So I have shown here for the gross amount before deduction of tax and withholding tax. This will be the complete flow of accounting. Okay, so the last accounting we can pay for the outstanding invoice for 1000. After prepayment adjustment, the cash account will be credited and liability account will be debited. So now, once we applied the prepayment fully, the prepayment status will be changed to fully applied. So let us go to manage invoice. Yeah, check the prepayment, and you can see the prepayment is now the status is changed to fully applied, right? So just you can create one and observe how the status is changing for invoice and prepayment. So invoice also fully applied now. Now we can change the invoice status. Invoice also fully paid. INV3. Invoice workbench, and you can see the unpaid amount is 0. That means the invoice is fully paid. Validated accounting, and it is fully paid after deduction of withholding tax. This is the complete flow of prepayment and invoice application. If you have any question, you can comment in the comment section. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell button to get the latest notification. Thank you for watching this video.